Hello, and welcome to today's show, Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, international leadership expert and trusted advisor. Welcome to Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I'm delighted that you joined me today. I want to give a big thank you to those of you who are listening all around the world. I'm delighted and so grateful that you tuned in. I sure hope you're enjoying a fabulous day today and that you're having a fantastic week. Because you know what? In the grand song of the universe, life is very short. Short, sweet, and very precious. So, I hope you're making a difference in your own life, because when you do, you also make a difference in someone else's life. Now, a lot of folks want to make their life count for something. And they ask me, Dr. Gloria, how do you do that? Well, it's very simple. Very simple. You make your life count day by day, step by step, moment by moment, every single day. That's what Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count is all about. Now, you can learn more about Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count by visiting the Gloria Burgess website. You can even enroll for my inspirations. Just go to the right-hand sidebar and scroll down a bit, and if you want to be inspired weekly, just send me your email and we'll add you to the list. Okay? Now that's the Gloria Burgess website, GloriaBurgess.com, or you can visit me on Facebook, and that's facebook.com/DR for doctor, DR Gloria Burgess, PhD /. All right. Today, I want to talk with you about health and healthy living. Specifically, we're going to focus on one of the most important habits you can cultivate to keep yourself healthy. And that habit is all about keeping yourself hydrated. Now, I remember when my daughter was much, much younger, she loved water. Now, for her, that meant that she loved being in the water. She loved to swim. But she wasn't all that keen on drinking water. In fact, I remember she really enjoyed visiting one of her aunts, and this particular auntie enjoyed taking my daughter to the water park. Now, one summer, it was very, very, very hot, much hotter than usual, and my daughter was with her auntie in her favorite water park. She splashed and played and splashed and played in the water. But when it was time to drink water to keep herself hydrated, my daughter just flatly refused to drink her water. She refused to eat. I mean, you know how kids are. They love to play more than anything, and my daughter was no different. Thankfully, my sister knew the dangers of not getting enough water, so she told my daughter she was going to take her home if she didn't drink her water. And that's exactly what she had to do. So, how much water should you drink each day? Well, that's a great question, right? It's also a very simple, straightforward question, but it's a question with no easy answer. Now, different research studies have produced varying recommendations over the years, but your individual water needs depend on many, many factors, including your health, how active you are, where you live. So, unfortunately, no single formula fits everybody. But knowing more about your body's actual needs for fluid will help you estimate how much water to drink each day. Because when you drink enough water each day, you can enjoy all the benefits of living a healthy life. Now, how many of you can relate to that? We all want to live a healthy life, right? Why? so we can make a difference in our own life and enjoy the best quality of life for ourselves, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, and intellectually. And we can help others do the same. So once again, today's focus is about healthy living. And today's healthy habit is all about keeping yourself hydrated. Now, it is time for you to grab your earbuds, your AirPods, whatever they're called these days, put on your walking shoes, or maybe it's time to reach for a nice, tall, cool glass of water, or make yourself a cup of coffee or tea. Put your feet up, relax in your favorite chair. We're going to have a great time today, no matter where you happen to be on the planet. Now, before I jump into today's episode, I want to take just a moment to welcome you. If you're just joining us for the very first time, I'm your host, Dr. Gloria, and this is Legacy Living. Make your life count. I want to extend a special welcome to those of you who are joining us for the first time today, for the very first time ever, right? Let me tell you something. You are in for a real treat. I'm excited to have you listening today, and I'm deeply honored that you've allowed me to be part of your day so you can be inspired by ideas and resources to make your life count. Now, again, today's program is all about healthy living, and our special focus today is developing the habit for staying hydrated or drinking water, a very important topic so you can enjoy a happy, healthy life. Now, did you know that when you develop new habits, you're actually supporting your brain? That's right, your brain depends on fluids to function properly. How about that? Now, we have billions and billions of neurons in our brains, and we have trillions, I'm talking about trillions and trillions of synapses. All those neurons and synapses depend on liquid in order to fire properly. Now, water is essential for brain health. Did you know that it's also essential for all of your other organs as well? In fact, keeping your body well hydrated, well watered, helps to ensure the integrity of your organs. And it also helps keep your immune system in tip-top shape, which helps to prevent infections. Now, earlier we had a question about what's the right amount of water to drink. The truth is, there is no set amount of water that is uniformly recommended by any medical society. Now, in some cultures, we say 8 glasses of water a day. But let me tell you, that amount might be right for some people, but not nearly enough for others. So, let's talk about some of the benefits of drinking water. Here are some of the many ways that water can be beneficial to your health. Did you know that when you exercise, water is just what you need to keep your muscles doing exactly what they are designed to do? That's right. Water helps keep the right balance of electrolytes. Now, what are electrolytes? I know you've heard that word, but what are they really, right? Electrolytes are things like sodium and potassium and magnesium, okay? And all of those electrolytes and more are necessary so that your muscles can function properly. Now, if you've ever been surprised, like me, by one of those painful cramps in your leg muscles or another muscle group, think about that, right? Without an adequate supply of water, muscles are actually more susceptible to cramping. Now, if the idea of simply hydrating yourself to health seems like magical thinking, I want you to consider the research that backs up what I'm talking about. Study after study after study shows that drinking enough water fends off problems from your head to your toes, right? Now, Dr. Ronald Navarro reminds us that water is a basic need for cellular health. How much water you need depends on a whole lot of factors, like I said earlier, right? How much you weigh, what climate you live in, how often you exercise or work out, okay, and so much more. So again, the rule of thumb is 8-ounce glasses of water a day, right? Now that's a great place to start. But, now I want you to listen very closely. The Institute of Medicine actually recommends more than 8-ounce glasses of water per day, especially for folks who live in temperate or mild climates. Now here's one sure way to tell if you're well hydrated. Not counting glasses, okay, or the 8 ounces, but here's the best way, okay? And that's to look at the color of your urine. Now, if you're well hydrated, your urine should be pale yellow. If yours is dark yellow, you need more water. It's that simple, right? Another wonderful benefit of drinking water is that water can actually boost your energy. That's right. Now, how does that happen? Great question, right? Water helps keep a steady flow of nutrients going into your cells, and that's what helps to boost your energy. When you don't drink enough water, in other words, when you get dehydrated, your cell membranes become less permeable, which slows down and hampers the flow of nutrients to your cells, right? Big words, permeable. That means it won't let the water in, right? Now you can tell because the impact on you is that you can feel a little foggy or you feel more sluggish. You just don't feel like your normal self. So overall, the overall impact is that not drinking enough water impairs both your physical and your mental performance. And nobody wants that. Another benefit of water. Now, when I exert myself, okay, when I really, work hard, I actually work up a sweat. And I'm sure the same thing happens to you. When you exert yourself, you should be working up a sweat as well. I mean, you know the signs. Your forehead gets a little moist. You feel the trickles of sweat running down your face and then down your neck and down your back. And sometimes you even sweat under your arms, right? Now, any kind of sweat when you're exerting yourself physically is a sign that your body is operating as it should be operating. When you sweat, that means your internal core is heating up, and your body responds by doing its job to cool you down, right? So that you can maintain a normal body temperature. And guess what? Water is absolutely essential to making that happen. Now, another benefit? Well, let's see. Another benefit of hydrating yourself is that you just might lose weight. Now that sounds like a pretty good deal for most of us, right? I mean, losing weight just by drinking water? Why is that? Well, drinking water, especially if you drink a glass or two of water before a meal, drinking water can make your stomach feel more full. So you actually eat less food. So if you eat less, you consume fewer calories. It's that simple. Now, over a period of several weeks or several months, you can see the result because you're dropping a few pounds. Here's another benefit. Now, remember earlier I talked about water and how it helps the brain to function properly? Another organ that benefits from being well hydrated is our skin. Now, most of us don't even realize that our skin is an organ, right? Just like your brain or your heart or your liver. Our skin is actually